Hello, Mr. Willink. I'm currently deployed to Iraq as an E6 in the Army. I have listened to your podcast and really enjoy your stuff, especially Discipline Equals Freedom. I know as a sergeant and as a leader, your focus isn't to be liked. However, your soldiers should respect you, respect both you and your rank. My question is, how do you tell your soldiers to do the small stuff, tedious stuff, like taking out the trash, and still be liked?
All right. Well, first of all, if we want to get respect from people, we have to give them respect for sure. Think about this. Think if you took out the trash sometime. You know, think if you're the boss, but you see that the trash is getting overfilled and you just grab it and take it out. Yeah. Just think about what that does. Think about what that does to the attitude of the guys. If you took out the trash, you maybe in your mind you think you'd be losing respect, but you actually wouldn't be at all. Yeah. In fact, everyone looks at you and goes, "Oh, he's a good guy. He's taking out the trash. It was a little full, and he's taking care of it." So maybe if you're insecure, you'd think you'd lose respect. But I think if you're secure in your ability to lead, and if you know that doing some tedious stuff is going to make your guys appreciate you, then to me that means it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, fully.
Right? Another example, you know, we talk about taking out the trash, but like, what if the platoon space has to be cleaned? And on Friday, you just say, "Hey guys, you guys can go ahead and roll out. I got this." Right? There's a chance they're like, "Hey boss, we're not leaving."
Yeah.
We'll help you. Of course, there's a chance they'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, boss." And they bail. Over time, that might be if they don't respect you at all, they might bail. Now, in order to regain the respect, do you make them stay and boss them around more? Does that increase the respect for you? You see how interesting it is? Yeah. Instead, if you go, "Hey guys, that's cool. I'll do it." And you're working hard and you still got to maintain the discipline and you don't take any slack, but it's the same balance. It's the balance we talk about all the time. So the more that you treat them with respect, the more they're going to respect you, and they're going to know that you're not, too high and mighty. Yeah. They're going to know that you're down to earth. When I was a platoon commander, task unit commander, I picked up brass. I cleaned the ranges with the boys. That's just the way I operated, and I would recommend that kind of attitude. It didn't make people think, "Oh, Jocko doesn't have anything better to do." They actually knew I had stuff to do. But what do I got to do? Pick up brass with the boys. Yeah. Build the relationships. Set the example. Yeah. They're going to respect you for it.
Yeah, makes sense. At the end of the day, do you have something better to do, right? Because in the big picture, it's like how you say, like, that's a leader.
Yeah, like sometimes you literally have something that literally like sometimes you literally hey, the boys are picking up brass, and guess what? You got a meeting with the commanding officer. You got to go do. There's sometimes you actually do. And what's cool is tactically and you heard us saying this at the FTX when we were up in Utah. If you see the leader doing something menial, what you should do as a follower is step up and say, "Hey, Echo, I got this. You can go and lead." Yeah. That's what you want. That's what I want to do for my leader. I want to take things off my leader's plate as much as possible. Yeah. Now, the more you try and you just have to build those relationships. The way you build those, if you don't have anything better to do, then you get down there and you help clean up the range. You help pick up the brass. Yeah. That's the way it is.
I actually did notice that about you and Leif too. Where, like I'll have my camera equipment and, lights or whatever. And it's not a bunch of stuff, but, you're always like, oh, you'll like grab something.
Yeah.
And
you don't like when I grab your camera.
Yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch it. But, and when it's just me and you, it's kind of like cool because we're just kind of friends or whatever. There's no perceived or no like hierarchy kind of thing. Like but let's say like at the muster or whatever, it's obvious, like you guys have a specific job, I have a specific job, kind of thing. And meanwhile, you and Leif will, like, if I'm around, I'm carrying something, you'll always like grab something or say, "Hey, you need, even at the Utah thing." Yeah. It's like, "Oh, are you good?" I'm like, "Bro, you're the instructor here," kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And yeah, you guys always offer to like help.
Well,
interesting. I'm like almost offended. Like, bro, like, do I look like I need help? Because you shouldn't really be asking me for help.
Kind of.
Whatever, bro. Very capable individual.
Yeah, and the small tedious stuff. The other thing is you explain to him why it's important, right? Yeah. That's the answer we give all the time. Why is it important? Why is it important that the platoon hut's clean? Well, because I want you guys to have time off over the weekends and not be stuck here cleaning because the commanding officer came in and saw that this place looked like a hellhole. Yeah. Okay, well, that makes sense to us. Yeah. We understand why you want us to clean now. You want us to clean so that we can have time off. You want us to clean, so you want us to train hard. You want us to do this because we want to be ready for combat, because I want you guys to be able to come home to your families. Make sure they understand why they're doing what they're doing. And if there's no reason why to, if the reason, I mean, even cleaning, even taking out the trash, there's a reason for that, right? There's an actual reason for that. We can't just have junk everywhere. So explain why, participate when you can, build the relationships with your troops. You'll be good. Yeah,
that works.
And by the way, thanks for your service, brother. I hope you're having a good time over in Iraq getting after it.
Yeah, second that for sure. That works for kids big time. Explaining why you do it. And if you really want to dial in the effectiveness, is make that reason somehow tie it to their interests, their direct interests. Because sometimes kids can't see the big picture, you know? Like if I say, hey, you got to clean your room, and otherwise your room will be messy, and then maybe, later in life you might be comfortable with a messy room, might get in the way of your effectiveness. A little 4 or 5 year olds, they're not going to understand that. They're going to be like, cool, that sounds like terrible, but they won't feel it, But if you tie it into their like direct interests as a 4 or 5 year old, or however old the kid is, it works really good.
What if you don't clean your room and there's a fire and I come in here to get you, but I trip and fall down and then you die?
Yeah, that's one way. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that, but that's cool.
Good time for one more here.
Yeah, I think so.